Welcome into episode 16. It is our time to partner. This is an episode where you get to have me 100% talking about what I've been noticing, the important things and the attributes that are needed as an entrepreneur to bring in new partners. So you're going to be able to connect with what's happening for you. It could be that you want to partner with somebody in your business as a speaker to help you get out more. I know quite a few people that are launching their businesses right now or their books. Either one, it's like you want people to be along with you. So I speak to some of the ethics and some of the ways you want to show up to find those really good, juicy, scrumptious partners that are going to support you. I am so loving running the Fresh Inspiration Show. The most important thing that I'm finding is that all these experts that we're bringing in give so much opportunity for you to learn in such various ways. The more that we come together in partnership, the more that we get to learn each expert that we have per show and be able to see things at different angles instead of hearing from just one expert. That is my favorite thing to do. Now, in this episode, you're going to hear me as a holistic wellness coach. I do call myself an energy revitalizer and mindset freedom coach to vitality and cash flow. So I bring in my accounting CPA mind, and I'm bringing all these layers in to be able to share the experiences that I've had with running business for 12 years and some of the things that stop us from moving forward and increasing our frequency and vitality. And this stuff is so essential in these sensitive times. So come along, enjoy episode 16. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Make sure you leave a special note, review saying how you feel about the episode. We would love to hear that review. You have an insightful
Welcome
day.
to the Fresh
Thank
Inspiration Show with founder and host Rhonda Liebig, energy revitalizer and mindset freedom coach and #1 best-selling author. We are here to freshly inspire you, uplift you, and transform you with our unique mindset transformation entertainment show. Get ready as we kick it into high gear, arousing your motivation in lifestyle, vitality, and business. But before we walk through the threshold and start the Fresh Inspiration Show, take a deep breath. Check in. What is your level of belief in you to conquer this new world? And then do yourself a favor. Before you exit our show, ask yourself, what is your level of transformation? Because we know if you believe it, you can achieve it. And that's why the biggest, best, and boldest inspirers are here for you right now. Buckle up. Yeah, you've got this.
Fresh inspiration. Fresh inspiration. Fresh inspiration. Fresh inspiration.
And we all do these wonderful, incredible things. I love how in the show we get to be in this family style. And audience, I hope you feel that, participants today. This is something that I think is so serving at this time, that no matter what specialty of something you do, there's so many more people out there that can help and partner with you. So keep seeking the things in your emotional journey. If you're a health coach, keep seeking other health coaches to be able to partner and layer in, because an expertise is what it is. It gives us the full rounded picture of what we see individually. But oh my gosh, when you see another health coach like Laura McKenna talking today and about the process that she does, I see partnering. And sometimes when we bring people on the show, the old mindset can come in. I think this is such a divine feminine model that we're doing here at the Fresh Inspiration Show, and it truly is the future of business, and pulling the ego out and knowing that I want to love on everything Laura does. I want to love on everything Christy does. I know some spiritual beings come to me because they want to have that spiritual space along with food, and there's some combination that I can even feel their body and what is being created there, and I can even feel how their nervous system is doing, even though we're on Zoom. So there's ways that I do that. So Christy, for me, is I keep going back to Christy and learning about me. So do you see how that works? Like looking at our neighbors, looking at our friends, look at the people that are serving us is what I'm about. There is no more competition out there. Gosh, so if I could just walk that out the door, so maybe we can just do a hiya! I didn't want to kick the desk. A karate chop. Your new vision. So what we did today, this is the 7th show that we've done since the coronavirus has shifted things in the way that we knew, is that this is our opportunity in our rebirth. Thank you, Christy Corradi, for discussing the light on this, to be able to bring in the divine space, and Laura McKenna coming in as a partner with me as a health coach, to be able to bring all that together family style. I got the chills. We can't go on life anymore where we think we're solo, that we do this alone. And so for Dusty to be here, for Sherry to be here, for, oh my gosh, so many names that have come through today and have been here. We are all in together, hugging and holding and protecting each other. So the more that I'm learning about myself, what Christy brought up about my heart and about it growing, is that I know that if I keep growing that space and growing, because I have to be aware this is new, probably 10 years worth of finally saying, oh, my heart, people pass away in my family of heart attacks. And when I get really upset, not anymore, actually, by the way, I'm mad, and I could feel it here and I could feel it here. And all of a sudden, my journey of taking medicine transitioned from, is it really my thyroid that is really acting up, or is my thyroid exhausted from trying to take care of me, my brain, where I'm stuck, where I'm blaming everybody, where I feel like there's nothing else but exactly what I can see, instead of what Christy pulled up for me even more. Take a step back, spiritually think what you may not be seeing. And this is where your liver gets tired, because this is your liver meridian, or your eyes. So if I'm overusing my eyes, I'm really working hard with my liver, the right side here. And I'm overworking it because I'm looking to see, and I need those glasses. Now I can't see very well, and then fear steps in. But what if I take a step back and I start looking at what we're doing here today and the partnership that I get to be in? Will you please come along? Is this your divine space now to be able to awaken, and definitely checking out what Christy is doing? Because there's probably some nuggets that you are slightly aware of or not aware of at all that Christy could bring to life. So your time to be with somebody like Laura McKenna, that you want to know more, and you are in alignment that I need to know specifically what's going on. I don't have a diagnosis. It makes me feel uncomfortable. If I go to Laura, she's going to be able to do these tests for me. I know that I need that. And you start seeing that you don't just have one coach, that you're opening your space to community. And you say yes to things because, it's not all about the money. And I'm going to talk about that today. because money is there to be had and seen. Christy talked about special gifts. Laura talked about special gifts. I do. I think money is water and flow. And you have to have a lot of respect for it. You got a lot of appreciation, but it's there. There's a yes there around all these things that sometimes we go and look at the bank and we say yes or no. But think about what I'm going to be speaking about too today is think about if you felt really awesome alignment, your belly wasn't hurting, that you were clear in the mind and you could see things, your heart opened up, you start being able to see more money. You'd be able to see that the alignment of that, our health is water, is flow. Same thing with that. That's why I need to talk about that. So today I'm going to bring in my accounting space. So just so you know, I just transitioned from the host of the show to coming into you as Rhonda Liebig, energy revitalizer, mindset freedom coach, to vitality. And today I'm going to layer in the cash flow because we have money on the table that we're missing, but we're missing it because the old model doesn't work. So let's bring in the new model. And the new model is this. If you're feeling not so good, you are feeling not so good. Don't allow yourself to think, oh, it must be up here. I'm feeling fine. Because if I go and do my tests, the doctor says I'm fine. No, take a step back. Give yourself time to breathe and start feeling. So can we go through like a little bit of a survey I want to do for you? So make sure that you have a yellow paper, by the way. Color. Guess what Christy and Laura were talking about? Piece of paper, a pen. Today I want to focus in on some things that get released. And ways to do this is talk about emotion. And ways to talk about this is where your body is not feeling so good. So I'm going to talk to your kidneys, and I'm going to first talk to your liver. And I want you to say yes to anything that you feel you are dealing with. And that will help me know if you are stuck in your liver area or if you're stuck in your kidney area, because energetically, emotionally, you may be showing up and it just be so displayed that there's certain foods that you need to eat right now to help the flow open. So I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to go in and also allow you the space to recognize why you might be in an angered space or why you may be in a melancholy, stressed, emotional space. And mentally, you know, there's a lot of stress going on, but that's not the only thing. So Laura McKenna was talking about sometimes there's inside stuff happening and there's outside stuff happening, but to separate that is really hard. It's just, I'm stressed. I believe that when there's something internal happening, along the same lines, that you are stuck in an area that you can use certain foods to help open that up. So I'm coming into as a food expert. So let's get to it. Now I've been doing this for about 7-8 years now. I studied for a full year in how each organ works and where the flow is. So I'm also bringing in the chakras. And I'm not going to go in deep in the chakras today, but I truly believe in the spiritual space, when you start bringing in the layers, it speaks to the full flowing system, the full flow. So let's get to know your liver. Say yes if you have any of these things going on. Have you been showing up more angered, frustrated? That would be one. Angered and frustrated is speaking to your liver, because when the bile and the liver go off, which is the connection of what the liver does and also the gallbladder, you show up very angered. So question 1, are you stuck in the liver? And this would be one question. Angered or frustrated? Another thing, are you feeling pains? Like, are you getting your headaches here in your temple area or right here? Any headache showing up here in the temple area or up here? That's your second question. Is there pain on the right side under your rib cage? Is there that feeling that there's some tightness and the skin feels stretched there and it doesn't feel good, and there might be a little knocking there also? That's your third question. On the outside of your body, I think of this as flow. So how the body is flowing. Have you ever had to have surgery on the outside? Not from physically doing stuff, but more, you might have had to have surgery because of that, but have you had aches and pains on the sides of your shoulders or your hips and the ankles, all on the outside of the body, pains flowing down? Maybe ingrowing toenail on your big toe. And is that just kind of comes off and on and you don't know why? So ingrowing toenails. If you have a hard time on your groin area, the insides of your leg, where it doesn't release very easily, it's easy for you to expand and grow in that space when you're eating certain foods or or there's some pain in there right in the groin area. That's part of the liver. Do you have dry eye? Do you have dry eyes? And you replenish them quite a bit. And I know that we're dealing with fires right now if you're in the northern area, Northern California area, and also on the West Coast, there's some areas there too. But it's that your eyes really can't replenish it. And if you have other things going on with eyes, glaucoma, anything, that's a direct connection to your liver. One last area that I'm looking at is here. So if you have really strong lines or one that's coming through here, I know you're thinking, but also you're kind of connecting with the liver, and the liver needs that flow. And so you start scrunching and you're almost like pushing on the liver, like, help me think. And the liver is what helps open up so that you get creative. So if you get those marks right here, or you scrunch, I want to add one more in there. So another yes or no to this. You don't have to say no, just yes, so you can add them up. Is, do you have issues if you haven't been eating and you, and it's probably been maybe just 4 hours, and you come in very angry, like it's just like, oh, I'm hungry, and it gets you angry, and it's like frustrating. That would be another one. So count up what you have on the yeses for your liver. Now, what we're doing here is just years of experience of watching people be stuck. And so you never ever diagnose somebody by one thing and say, oh, I can see they have a line here. Oh, they must be stuck in that area. What happens is when you find yourself showing up this way, where you feel angered and your body's not feeling good, like I'm thinking of different things I asked you today, and you have an ingrowing toenail and your body just has like every symptom or a few of those symptoms I was talking about, it starts making a story where I can see the full system flow and changes happen. So I'm going to, when we're done, I'm going to give you an opt-in where you get to find out what foods you should be eating if you're stuck in the liver, or what foods you should be eating if you're stuck in the kidneys. And you can also get a one-on-one time with me. I'll give that as a gift today. Okay, so let's go to the kidneys. Okay, do you still have your pen and piece of paper? You didn't throw it away because you had liver stuff going on and you're like, Fun. You have your sucking your liver, you do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the liver action, right?
And I love how Dusty says, never invalidate ourselves. I know, Dusty. Isn't that incredible? We just say, oh, it's because of this or that, or somebody's telling me it's all about me, and I'm not really feeling sick. I love that, Dusty. Thank you. Oh, okay. So I feel weepy. This would be one of the signs. Let's talk about kidneys. I feel weepy. Frustrated. Not frustrated. Frustrated. So that'd be one of your questions. Are you thirsty? Quite a bit. Are you thirsty? You can't seem to get enough water. Boy, I can't seem to get enough water. I drink tons of water. Why can't my body absorb the water? Like, what am I'm going pee, or I'm not going pee. Okay, so I just threw something in there, so I didn't mean to. So the first thing was, are you feeling weepy or like melancholy or ho-hum? Next thing was that you're thirsty. And this is if you're drinking water, but you still can't seem to quench it. Look on your tongue, and on the back side of your tongue, if there's like little nodules or a little bit of muckety muck, little white back there, to me that would be a sign that your kidneys are stuck. That's your kidney flow. So your fourth question is, do you have hard of hearing sometimes? It comes and goes, ebbs and flows. Your water system needs to be taken care of, and the kidneys nurture the blood. And when the kidneys are off, the water's gonna flow in different pockets of your sinuses and your ears, and you're gonna have some issues. Also, do you have spasms in the back of your legs, all the way up through your back? Any of those spots? So first question is, do you have spasms in the back of your legs ever showing up? Charlie horse, tightness, not very good movement, that kind of space. Now let's go to the ankle. At the ankle, it feels weird to move the ankle. The ankle's really tight. It's hard to walk sometimes unless you really warm up. That you have headaches, and the headaches seem to be around right in the back side of the head. Right in the back side of the head, just get you. And the last one that I want to throw in there, so we're even on the questions, is that the flow on your eyebrows, on the outside here, this is thyroid actually specifically when you talk holistically, but there's a lot of connection with your kidneys, because I like to partner with all the organs when I'm talking only two specific organs. So if you're pretty light in your brows on the outside here, that would be another sign that your kidneys are off. So those are the questions. So you look at how many yeses you have, and that's going to be your kidneys. Now, which one do you have the most yeses on? This is the ability that your body is able to excrete things out of your body. So now if you have an issue with the flow in your kidneys, you're going to have some bladder stuff going on. You're going to have that pee urgency. It's going to feel like that your body's retaining water, but it's not able to release it. And if you have the liver stuff, the liver is what keeps the endocrine system, the whole hormone system, the chakra system in alignment. That's why we're really focusing in on those two areas, because it speaks to so much of your body. And you see, that's how you get to see the full flow of the system and how you can start healing with food. So what I want you to do, okay, so Dusty, yeah, I see Dusty. Dusty, you said kidneys. Okay, so with this, you can get specific foods that your top 10, top 20, if you go to, I'll give you a link after we're done. But let me share with you real quick because I want to make sure that I take care of you in this space, and then we're gonna flow with this after this. The thing is that when you have food that has wonderful flow of water in it, speaking to your kidneys right now, I want you to scrumptiously eat that if you're stuck. Apple. You want to, and this is also a thing where you want to be able to hold this food and make sure it feels good. So now we're bringing it that intuition sense. Now, if you decide to do a session with me, we'll talk about that because it's almost like a muscle testing of the food. So I want to make sure that your body's ready to receive it also. So there's a process there. But on the exterior, let me kind of give you an idea of how you work with food. So if you're off on the kidneys, because you found some spots there that you said, here, wait, I have more kidney stuff going on. We're still talking in the wellness sense. Not that your doctor said anything about that, anything is wrong. Let's go on that wellness side. I want you to have cucumber, because cucumber is a fruit because it has seed, but it has the water, the soft fiber and texture that your kidneys need. You know how you may be showing up kind of, oh man, I just feel so sad. That kind of feeling, how I came in today, I'm like, my kidneys are speaking to me. When you put that soft fiber in your body, oh, it's so divine, because what it'll do is it'll help open up the space so that you feel you can breathe and relax and not feel so sad. It'll open it up. So with the emotions. Apple, like I said, apple's wonderful. It has 2 different types of fibers, by the way. So it helps open up the digestion so you can absorb better. So it's a tool you can use, but it also has the other fiber in there that helps roll into your digestion. So it starts collecting the cholesterol, and then you can start excreting it out through, yes, your bowel movements. So on the exterior, this is what I'm sharing with you. These are the foods you can have, but there's another process to make sure that your body is ready to receive it. Like what Christy saw, the little critters hanging out of my spleen area. She was looking at that stuff. The other thing is, if you found yourself stuck in the liver, this is where you're going to want to have cold food, a little bit more cold food than usual. It really speaks to the fact that your body probably gets hot pretty easily, like the angered temperament feeling. I need more fiber in there. So like if you like kale, you don't have to do kale if you don't like kale, but it's something that has a nice strong texture like that Swiss chard, something that you can do. This is when you can do the shakes. This is when your body is nurturing and needs it. Do you want to go some cold foods? You want to go with raw foods? Great for fresh enzymes. And the list goes on. So you see how this kind of play with food, but there's also another layer of there. But Christy has been talking to me about opening that divine space, about nurturing that. So with the one-on-one, you'd be able to learn how to nurture that, to know that that's what your body can absorb right now. Now, the fun thing is that let's talk about once your body starts opening up. So take a deep breath in and bring yourself up with the breath or standing, but I want you to give yourself space just to do a little twist here. Let's do a reset. We're almost finishing the Fresh Inspiration Show, and I want to make sure that you got everything you needed, like everything. Like you came right here today and you said, this is all my time. And I can't believe I spent all this time because I got all this good stuff. And guess what? I got another fresh yellow piece of paper. I brought a few just in case I wanted to throw another one. But on this, I want you to write some ahas that you have. Maybe you never thought that the spiritual space really comes in with food. Gosh dang, can you believe that? I can't, but now I can, because 10 years ago, I did not believe any of this could happen. So write down, if you have a journal, write down your ahas. So what we're doing here is we're lifting that space for you. Now you know you got this. But you know what? We need to believe it. So I'm going to reset your energy right now. So everybody, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And I want you just to play with this for a moment. Give me 1 minute to reset. We've had a day today. As you inhale, let it be your life, your livelihood, your energy, your flow, and all the stuff you've been learning today. Let that scrumptiously be your food. Now, you may be here today because you felt not so good. So for this moment, let's bring all the gifts you got today. Let's bring in the abundance. Let's bring that white plate out so you can see all the gifts you got from Laura McKenna, from Christy Corrardi, from Rhonda Liebig. Put it there. Bring in that spirit as if you're scrumptiously eating it. Feel the flow in your mouth. Now, anytime you exhale, let your stomach release and relax. We get stuck in that second chakra. There's so much stress going on right now. We know that's truth. Give yourself this incubator time to know that whatever you're bringing with you today after this show, that it's going to heal certain parts of your body that you thought you never could. Laura McKenna talked about knowing that she's going towards maybe potentially a cancer, and that she, through her process, learned there is no more diagnosis of something that might happen that maybe she might have lost because she thought it might be her time, and instead she questioned it. So on your white plate right now, everything that you learned, you just learned about your liver and kidneys. So as you exhale, take any stress that you had before you walked in the door today that still may be sitting there. Let it go. Shake it. Let it go. Now, if you allowed me to give you that space, there's some opportunity of open space here for you. So I want to talk to you about your money flow. But I want to do it still in the health coaching journey. Because I want to still serve your kidneys and your liver. Sometimes we can't see what's right in front of us. Have you ever had that where you had something in front of you and you needed something back there, like turn a knob to like maybe turn on the air conditioner or open up a door, and there was something right in front of you? I mean, you can see it's right in front of you, but instead of saying, oh, I see you, and you move it, it might be a chair, whatever it is, and you turn and you get your body at every angle you can just to turn on something because there's something in front of you, and you're like not thinking to move it. You're thinking, I need to move this body because darn, this thing is in the way. I want you to think about the things that you're not seeing. I mean, you might be able to see them because they're right there, but can you really? These are things that once you start getting into the space of all this stuff you've been learning today, you start explicitly seeing it. You start moving things out of your way. You start believing in things because you are out of abundance in that space of believing that all I can see is what's in my bank account. That's all I have. And there's no way to look in the future because there's this wall up in front of you. So my first gift I want to give you through this process is anything that you have in front of you, shift it and move it. Take a deep breath in. What is it around that's right there in your way that you're not really seeing it, but allow me to keep taking you on this journey. And if it's right there, physically pull it away if it's something in your mind, something that's stopping you, something that's stopping you from picking up the phone and having a wonderful conversation with people. There's something stuck there in abundance. But you got to feel good before you pick up that phone. Because every time we pick up the phone, we're getting in connection with somebody. So you need that health. You need that nurturing. There's no way to run business or your lifestyle if you don't take care of that health. It's a choice. We've been talking about choices today, and there's no judgment. There's no that you have to do it this way or that way, but find out what makes you feel good. What makes you feel good? And step into that. When we first started the show today, do you remember what I said? Is that I woke up and I started thinking about these things, and I said to myself, you can have anything and everything you want. I want to give that to you today. But did you hear the second thing I said? I'm scared. I'm afraid to ask for that. All of a sudden, there were a lot of things in front of me. And I realized that at that moment. So if you feel that way, oh my gosh, move it out of the way. Now that table that you have in front of you is all the money flow, your connections, your health, your water, your energy. It's time to revitalize your energy. It's time for you to know no more fear in health. No more fear in money. Whatever you want, you got this. What is that that's in front of you? When you're ready, take an exhale. When you're ready, take an inhale. Life. I'm ready to go on vacation. Christy Corrarati told me. She didn't know she was telling me because that's her intuitive space. Go and see Christy Corrarati if you need to. If you have some stuff that you can't see, you need her. Is this making any sense for people? For you? I got the chills. And I got some angst. And it's releasing as I get an opportunity to speak with you. This motivational space is so important. We need this every day. This is part of our health. This is part of how we live. We can't live the way that we're living right now. We can't. We know that. Turn the news off. Have conversation with people. I'm talking about your health still. Breathe in what I get the opportunity to share with you right now. Breathe it in. You got this. No more fear. Truth, yes, fear. We have fear. Abundance, I'm giving it to you on a white platter right now. Please receive it. Anytime you have health stuff, there's something in the way, something holding you back. If you have something in your system, somehow you got stuck there. Somehow you ate something, it got stuck there and it stayed there. Somehow your stress threw all your hormones off. And your menstrual cycle is off. And you have pain under your rib cage. You have all these weird headaches. And it's not making any sense at all. So come along. Your next exhale, release. Release. Can you feel that? Let yourself keep playing here. It's resolving in a big way. Right on. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. I have the chills all the way through this. Now, when I started, I gave you logics. I know it wasn't that fun, but it is, because you get to be aware of something inside you that you don't get to see unless a doctor tells you. Now, they kind of take a picture of it, you get to look at it and ooh and ah, but I wanted you to actually see inside your body. So come along, take a deep breath in. Now, are you starting to feel your chakras align, your energy align, your cash flow, water, your kidneys start opening up? Now, you didn't eat all the food I told you to, but our brain can get us there because our body wants to heal. I didn't take a pill today, but boy, do I feel like I just did because we talked about food. The brain is so smart, and the liver, the way they work together, it's precious. Believe in yourself. I'm talking holistically, I know, but it's truth. And if you start stepping into that area of things you can't see, but you trust yourself, there's going to be so much resolution. There's money on the table for you to find. Are you ready to live a bigger life? Are you ready to grow your heart sense so that you pick up that phone? How many business owners am I coaching right now that they say, I'm afraid. I don't want to bother them. I'm concerned because if they say yes, am I really going to be able to take care of them at the level that I see? Pick up the phone. Take an inhale right now with me. Yes, yes, yes. There's cash flow. Think of it as water. Think of it as what you love. Because there's no greediness. Greediness and money is a money mindset, is related with some of the things maybe we were raised around. When you're in the heart sense and you know you got some good stuff to give people, it's not that you blast them and you want to, all you want to talk about is yourself and, you know, like the old school way. It's like this. This is what the show is guiding with. Did you get to hear the excitement and the silliness around Laura McKenna and the stuff that she does? Did you get to hear that? Now, did Laura McKenna say, you got to buy this, or you got to buy this, you got to do this? Instead, people say, can I make an offer on this show? It's like, how dare you not? You see where your money flow is? How dare you not? You just took care of the community. How dare me close that off? Because my sense is, I say yes to quite a few people. I need to, because more will come. So make sure that you go and you really start listening. Get out of your way. Get into your abundance. Find your motivation every day. Release some of this crud that's in your body. It just sits there, just manifesting. I have one more question for you. I'll come back to you as a host. How's your body feel? How's your body feel? I mean, like, how's it feel? How's it feel? How's your body feel? Are you feeling something different? We started at 8 this morning. Laura, I'll do it for you since you're in Eastern time, 12 o'clock Eastern time. But how does your body feel? How does your body feel? Take that tool, asking, receiving, loving on yourself. Never again. We'll try and break this, but never again do any of this stuff that maybe doesn't serve your body. So the motivational that you learned today, the different avenues you can do with your health and wellness, spiritually, how you can connect. Keep saying yes, because everything is there for you. The lifestyle, the type of business you want, the people in your life. Goodness, ladies, unmute yourself. We're finishing this. We're in the last part here, but think about this. We talked about, Laura McKenna was talking about how you get into the sense of this false sense that you're supposed to be in pain every time you move and do something, because you work your butt off. And if you don't do something and you don't get that pain, then you didn't work hard enough. What about Christy Corrardi? looking at her gut health. Christy, thank you for sharing that, by the way. I mean, to expose yourself like that, I love it. I love it. But think about that. Christy opened herself up, talked about her gut, talked about things she's stuck in. What are you stuck in? What are you stuck? I want you to add messages here. I want you to be connecting. This is a safe place. This is a safe place. Keep your heart open.
You're awesome, Rhonda.
You can find me at rhondaliebig.com. You can get the energy stuff that I just asked you about your liver and your kidneys, but you will get the specific foods. But you really do need me to be able to help guide you in a way that, so you know that your food's the right food for you right now. Even though we just talked about the exterior, you did that survey, you do need to know another layer there. So you can find me through instant message. This is also going to be on podcast. This is also going to be on Roku TV. So I'll make sure in the notes all that gets there. So we're on Facebook where we go live. Make sure you find us on the Fresh Inspiration Show, Mindset Transformation Entertainment. So this is about entertainment. This is about health. This is about playing. Let's go all out and play. Now, you know I don't believe in 100%, but you know what? When it's time to dance and play, you know I got you, because that's what we need to do. We need to play. So come play. Thank you. So we have so many gifts here today, ladies. Can you share with me maybe what you got from me or just your overall day? Please share. An audience too, I'd love to hear some comments.
Well, I loved how you denoted these things that can tell you about things inside your body, like the thirst or I'm really curious about the lines. I need to stick my tongue out and see if I have nodules, but I didn't want to do it on.
Oh, I thought you might. I mean, it might be like they're being good to see your tongue.
Yeah. But no, just that that connection with your organs and things like that. It's really fascinating.
Thank you, Christy.
But just your passion, my dear, just, that you, just the way that you approach life and how much you love and care about everybody.
I'm receiving.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. How about you, Laura? How's your day going? I know we're getting close to the end here. What you feeling, my friend?
Yeah, just really good. There's admittedly a small part of me that realizes it's 3 p.m. and I ate breakfast at 7:30. So there is a little part of me that is like, how's my body feel? Well, I'm a little tense from sitting for 4 hours. I'm kind of hungry. So there's that, that's my flesh that is saying, please stand up and move around, and please go feed me something. So there is an aspect of that, but really good, Rhonda. You do your energy is so just generous and positive, and so I'm just taking that in, and it's so refreshing. To see your commitment to helping people, understand themselves, and to take what is available for them. I think my favorite thing from what you shared was what's in the way. Just move it out of the way. Stop moving yourself to get around the obstacle. Just move the obstacle. I just loved that. So yeah, I think that was the biggest takeaway for me as I've been working through things like developing my programs for next year and putting together my pricing for my programs and deciding what I want to offer and, in like a type of coaching program, in what way. And next year I will launch retreats as a wellness and, restorative retreats for high achieving women. And so that's in the plans for next year. And, I do have a little bit of stuckness around what I want for those programs and the outcomes that I'm so excited to provide for people and the things I want to do to help people with. And so I just loved that metaphor. If there's the thing in the way between you and what you want to provide for people, or the outcomes that you see and the things that are possible for myself and for others. And I'm just move it. Like I loved that.
And I did tell you to go pee. I thought you might be able to get some.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting close, but it was the wrong time to leave.
You have to take a pee break?
I was going to raise my hand, but I'm good. I'm good.
Like
Can I
kindergarten.
go to the bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah. So as we exit out of here, I guess we're just speaking to our ahas. And Laura McKenna, that's great to talk about, because we were talking about the money flow. It's like I always bring that CPA sense in that there's definitely logic to the money flow, and I know how to do that in a good way too. That's why I've been able to coach businesses too. But the thing is that that fear factor, I feel like what we've been talking about here today is that goes away once you keep bringing in all these components we talked about. It's like a well-rounded, thing that we're discussing today. And that's where we get to thrive, and that's where we build more and more community. So I'm excited, Laura, that you're going to be doing retreats. I just did one last weekend, and it was really fun, even though we were doing it virtual. So thank you for being here, ladies. Everyone.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to replan my trip to Italy that I had to postpone. My group trip to Italy. So you can find that on my website too. It'll be in May 2021, currently scheduled for. So it was scheduled for June of 2020, but.
Gosh, I know, and that Italy's been closed, hasn't it, for a while too? So hopefully it opens up. Huh? Yeah. I know there's. So make sure that you get your resources here today. We're going to make sure we're back in the group, putting the links in so everybody knows. And Laura and Christy, I want you to visit this Facebook Live community that we put together on anything that you are doing. So everyone, if you are still getting to know one of us and you want to spend some more time, so Laura has a group, Christy has a group too. Christy, you have a group too, don't you?
I have both Mastering the Art of Life with Christy Karate, and I have my book group page, which is Beyond the Box, the book.
Okay, put those links in. Now, anything you're launching, whatever you're doing, this is your family. This is where, because what we're known for is that who's here, I truly believe that they were summoned in, like their spirit was like, I need to be here. So make sure that you got some high touch points. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to, in our audience, we're going to be together again in a month because your podcast is going to get released. So we're going to repurpose it. And then it's going on Apple TV, and it's going to be professionally edited. And so I have a recording of this since we didn't get on live, but there'll be some touch points with probably like a 20-minute show that's going to go on Roku TV. So you're going to be able to revisit with a live discussion with Laura and Christy throughout these next 3 months. So when our podcast gets released, we're coming in again. So Laura, when you're thinking about your program, you can even come here and throw out some ideas as you get your flow going. I mean, like, utilize this as much as you want.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 2021 is planned.
The founder of the Fresh Inspiration Show. Guess what?
Sorry, I was looking.
Dusty says yes, and thank you. And we had so many wonderful people. All right. Mwah. Love, love, love you. I hope that you ladies got served in a way that you were hoping that you got today. So I hope that we got to nurture that for you, Laura and Christy. Audience, we did another one. We got 7 under our belt, and we're going to keep on moving. And I want you to take a step back and really see where this goes for you within 24 hours. What are some of the gifts I'd love for you to keep connected with this community? Tell me some of the shifts that you've had. And as we exit today, this isn't goodbye, because we're going to be seeing you as this family coming together in a month. And we're going to talk about what Laura, Christy, and I have been up to. and then and some things that we're launching, and then maybe some new things and ways for people to connect with you. And that's what I love to do here. So let's keep it family style. Let's make sure that we really believe or learn to believe that we are not in this in a solo project, that I don't need anybody, or I can do this alone, or I'm a solopreneur, and these things that are solo. And let's start coming together. The things that we're learning is that we can't do this alone. And now we're finally bringing that feminine space in. We can't do this alone. Everybody have a fabulous Wednesday, and love you. Love you.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. This has been great.
Love you too.
I love you.
And Laura, it was great to hang out with you.
Yes, you too, Christy. It was wonderful to meet you.
Yes, fabulous. See, you just bring people together, Rhonda.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fresh